You're tuned in to Just One Hot Mom with host Nanika Ansari. Get ready. She's about to bring you that fire, that flavor, that heat, all that passion, and more from around the world and in your neighborhood. Stay tuned.
Hey, how did you are tuned in to Just One Hot Mom? I am your host, Nanika Ansari, and we are talking to Brooks Vaughn. He is the Mr. behind Tenisha Womack's Finally Forever. Hey, Brooks.
Hey,
Hey. So we're just going to get it on and pop it. We ain't got time to play around with you, Brooks. The first question, I ain't going to even go by the number. Tenisha told us that you guys were dating, like y'all was going out having a good time. Y'all were in a wedding together. She said she showed up at this wedding and you brought another woman. What is your problem, Brooks?
at the reception. I was just doing me. You know what I'm saying? I was just doing me. I wasn't thinking, like long term or nothing. I mean, we was in the wedding, we met, we kicked it a little bit, and I was just doing me. It wasn't no type of disrespect or that. But the person, she knew everybody else too in the wedding because we all grew up in the same neighborhood. But I really don't have no answer for that. I just did it. I was just doing it.
Because when
You know what I'm
Tanisha
saying?
told us, all of us was like, he brought who to the wedding? And so I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, he was supposed to be your date. So after that, she said you guys kind of fell apart. So before you and Tanisha made this your Finally Forever, what was your dating scene like?
I mean, I've dated, I've had relationships, but they were like empty. Mostly I wasn't ready though. You know what I'm saying? Because everything we do in relationships is a choice. You know what I'm saying? If you choose to be out here doing whatever, being with whoever, that's what it's gonna be. But when you get to a point to where you get tired of that and you want more, you want somebody that you can just be you with, you know what I'm saying? You can put all them people into one person, and that's what I did with Tanisha.
So
I
how
mean,
did
my dating scene,
go
huh?
ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
My dating scene was just like whatever. I did whatever. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I date her, and drop the mic. You know what I'm saying? I was get out of here. You know what I mean? And that got old. You know what I mean? It's okay. Have fun, kick it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I done hurt some people's feelings. Sorry, but just being me.
But
You
honestly,
know.
I think we could appreciate more of that being the truth. People say that they can appreciate it, but they don't really mean it. But I know me, I can appreciate you just being honest. Like, hey, I was dating. In the group, we call it collecting data. So you were collecting data until you determined who you really want to be with. How did you decide that Tanisha was that one?
Well, we dated in 15. We got back together.
Mm-hmm.
After all the time. But one thing about me and Tenisha, we never lost contact
Mm-hmm.
through
She
her
told us
marriage,
that. Mm-hmm.
all that, whatever. We never lost contact, not one time. I mean, she was respectful. I was like her confidant for a while. You know what I'm saying? She'd call me, I'm like, Tanisha, you shouldn't have done that. Or dang, he shouldn't have done that. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no, hey, what's up, baby? Come over, come kick it. None of that. You know what I'm saying? It was just, that was my girl, I was her boy. And that was it. But we got back together like in 15. But then we fell out for something real, real petty. And, I'm a stubborn person, you know what I'm saying, and stuck in my ways, and this what it is, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
whatever, right? So then it kicked in. I'm like, I miss my baby. I want my baby back. And once Tanisha is the type of person, when she cut it off, when the light go off, the light is off. Period. Period. You know what I'm saying? So she cut the light off, and I kept on and kept on and kept on and kept on and kept on. And then one day it cracked. And I said, if I get you back, you're going to be my wife. She's like, whatever. And sure enough, one thing led to another, some things, it's like we came together at the perfect time. You know what I'm saying? She went through a lot of things with her mother,
Mm-hmm.
passing and everything, going through all that. I was with her through all of that stuff, you know what I'm saying? And it was just a lot, you know what I'm saying? And it just came, you know what I'm saying? I made a choice. I made a conscious choice that I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? It's
Mm-hmm.
real. It's not hard for me to get a lady. I'm not trying to say I'm Mr. Everything, but it's not hard.
But I
It's not
like your
hard.
confidence. I like your confidence.
But it's not hard though, you know what I'm saying? So,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm tired of that. You know, so I can put all that 3, 4 girls into one woman. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
spoil her to the point to where like I'm doing 3 or 4 girls, just do it all in one girl. And it's easy. It's so easy being faithful. It's hard to cheat. It's hard and it's expensive. You
I'm
dig what I'm
so
saying?
glad you said that. So I'm gonna ask you this question because I know some ladies are wondering because we hear this and all this means like guys saying that they know from the very beginning, the first time they meet you, whether or not they want to make you their wife. Is that true or is that not true? Do you know right away or does it take some time?
I feel like it takes some time
Mm-hmm.
because, for one, you got to be ready to receive your wife. You understand? You got to be ready. If you ain't, you could be just like, you can meet people and you can get your blessing and miss your blessing and don't know you missed it. Because if you ain't ready to receive him or her, you ain't gonna receive it right. You know what I'm saying? You
Mm-hmm.
got to be ready. So
I don't know what happened to that.
I don't know neither.
Yeah, everybody was like, we was having a good conversation. Then click Brooks off. See, they not trying to let us get no info today. Facebook don't play with me today. Okay, so anyway, how did you know that Tenisha was ready? What told you in your mind that she was prepared for you?
Um, her consistency. Tanisha is a very organized person,
Mm-hmm.
and she's not going to go into nothing or nobody halfway. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she's a good nurturer, she's a good mother, she's a good provider, and and when she loved hard, and she loved me. You know
Mm.
what I'm saying? But I mean, I told her that, and I meant that when I said that a few minutes ago. If I get you back, you're gonna be my wife. She thought I was playing. Here we are. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I knew it. I mean, I always knew she was a good person, a good girl. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I never really, I never really looked at her until I lost her. When I lost her in 15, like I mean, I had her. I knew she was my girl, but it was like me, I'm doing what I want to do, Jack. This what it's gonna be. And then, for a minute it was cool for a couple months. And then I told one of her best friends I want my baby back. And that was our, ongoing thing. I want my baby back. I want my baby back. And every time you see me, she's like, "You want your baby back?" I'll be like, "Yeah, I want my baby back." So I mean, I finally got her, and I know I'm gonna keep her because I feel like we good for each other in different
Mm-hmm.
ways. It's like we opposite, but we come together and it be cool. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we talk about things. She encouraged me to be a better person, a better father, a better man, a better friend. A lot of times I don't even want to hear that junk, but it when I stand back and look at it, it's helping me. It's
Mm-hmm.
helping me to help us in our relationship.
So there's some women that are tuned in right now who may think they found their finally forever. What would be like three tips you would give them to say, hey, you probably did find it, or no, you probably should keep searching?
I mean, honesty. I mean, everybody know when somebody for real. At least we think we know. For the
Mm-hmm.
most part, we do know because it's one thing about a man. If he loves you, he gonna show you he loves you in all
Mm-hmm.
kind of ways. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be nothing he gonna hold back. You know what I'm saying? I mean, um, all I can say is he got to be wide open. He got to be wide open and into his woman. You know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna be different things pulling at you, this, that, and the third. But if you real and she mean that much to you, it's on and popping. But it's like I said, it's a conscious choice
Mm-hmm.
as men and women. Cheating or seeing somebody, it's a conscious choice. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, okay until it's time to pay the piper or getting caught and all that stuff. Ain't nobody, I don't got time for that. You know what I'm saying? It's like it takes too much. Like I said before, it takes too much to cheat. It's so easy to be in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I cheated a lot. You know what I'm saying? I'm not bragging on it, but I did. But it's being with Tenisha is so easy. Like I ain't gotta lie. I don't lock my phone. I don't cut it off. The phone be on. Braylon know my code to my phone. So I mean, I ain't got nothing to hide. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I love her. She love me. You know what I'm saying? It ain't always peachy cream. It ain't always perfect and cute and fluffy all the time. But I'm up for the battle. I'm up for the fight with my woman. I'm keeping my woman. You know what I'm saying? So
All
it's a
right,
conscious choice
Brooks.
with the brother.
Tell us.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a
If the
conscious
brother got
choice.
if he want his woman, he gonna show her he want it. He gonna show her. Without a shadow of a doubt. Nothing and nobody gonna stop him from being with his girl. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Lying, cheat. That ain't that. I mean, that's for kids. If you're gonna be with her, be with her. If you ain't, you ain't. You know what I'm saying? I told a friend of mine, he got a wife, they've been together for a while. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, dude, look, if you want to be with the lady, be with the lady. If you don't, let her go. You being selfish. You in the street doing what you do, but you want her to be at home chilling. Go on, man, with that. Let her go.
But do you think that's like a lot of fear in men, like being alone? Because we talk about that in the group sometime, about how you don't want to be alone. So sometimes you put up with stuff that you shouldn't. Do you think that men keep a lady on hold because of fear of being alone?
Well, I don't know about that because I've never had that thought of being like by myself or a fear to be alone, because I'm a funny acting person. I can't just be with somebody just to be with somebody. You know what I'm saying? I got to care about you, love you in some capacity. I just can't be with you, be like, okay, I'm gonna keep her over here on ice just in case. No, either we gonna be together or we ain't. That's it. Be keeping somebody on ice, that ain't cool. That's dope. Huh?
But do you think it's the lady's responsibility too, that if they know they're being kept on ice, to eventually walk away? Because some of us won't walk away. We'll just be kept on ice. How can we take responsibility for being kept on ice?
That's a hard one there. I mean, how can y'all take responsibility? I mean, it's like you got to know when to say when. You understand? But see, it's one thing about men. I'm giving up stuff that I probably shouldn't be giving up. We only can do what y'all allow us to do.
We ain't gonna tell you in
Whatever,
the group.
man. I'm a full grown man.
I know
stand
that's
up behind
right.
mine, but we only can do what y'all allow us to do. So as long as you allow me to go over there and be with Shantae and still keep you, I'm gonna be with Shantae. That's just how it is. Now, if you put your foot down, look, bruh, either you're gonna shoot or you're gonna dribble. Period. I ain't about to sit here no longer because I know you're over there with Shantae. If you want to be with Shantae, go be with Shantae. Leave me alone. So as long as y'all allow it, whomever it is, it's gonna keep happening. Because we only can do what y'all allow us to do. Period.
So you mentioned Braylon a while ago and how he had the code for your phone. So let's mention her sons, because she told us a story of how that oldest son grilled you. You went to them before you proposed to her and you asked their permission. What was that like to have him as another grown man come to you and be like, hey, this is my mama. Like, we need to get some things in order. What was that feeling like for you?
Well, it was a good feeling. He a good kid. He's a good man. He's not a kid. He a grown man. But the conversation was well needed because, I mean, he loved his mother. That was the first thing he said. He said, Brooks, I love my mother with everything I got. Like, I love her too. You know what I'm saying? I was like, you ain't got to worry. I got your mother, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she done been through some ups and downs, some ins and outs. He done saw her hurting and all that stuff. But I got her. You ain't got to worry about your mom. I got your mom. I'm gonna spoil your mom. I'm gonna take care of your mom. You know what I'm saying? She happy. She in love. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? I respected the whole thing about the thing. You know what I'm saying? He told me some things that I didn't know. She probably don't know he even told me these things, but he kept it 100 with me. You know what I'm saying? Good kid. And I respect that. He respect me. He's a good person, man. You know what I mean?
Do you think it's important, though, for men who are coming into a relationship with women to have that connection with their kids? So, you know, we're dating, and if you can't connect with my kids, then that's a wrap. Do you think it's important that you guys, that men are able to have those conversations with the women's children?
It's very important. I mean, although at some point the kids is going to be gone, but it's important that you have some type of relationship or rapport with these people because you're going to be there. You know what I'm saying? But see, I'm the type of person, I'm the type of man or just individual that things got to naturally happen. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm not finna buy you. I'm not finna be, oh, yeah, little man. No. It's going to be a natural thing. And that's the best way. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to buy you. I ain't trying to do none of that. I want you to know Brooks and like or love Brooks for Brooks. Period. I'm going to love like you for Braylon, for Javon or Jamon. I'm going to love you for who you are. You know what I'm saying? Don't be something that you're not. I can't do that. I don't know how to do it. So me just being me, they love me. I'm cool. I love them. You know what I'm saying? And it's a good situation. You know what I mean? Everything ain't gonna be perfect. I already know that. You know what I'm saying? But it's a good situation. You know what I mean? I'm accepting to it all. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I didn't have to do that. Actually, before I proposed to her, I told him he wanted to be there when I did it. But when I had the opportunity at the Bahamas, I had to go and shoot my shot. You know what I mean?
So was that planned? You brought it up, so I'm asking, was that planned? Was the whole proposal
it really was. Well, no, look, I knew I was going to propose to her in the Bahamas. I ain't know how I was gonna do it. So like we going through all the airports and all that. So I got to sneak the ring because I had to put it on my finger. I let her go ahead, put it on my finger, go through the thing and all that. So we met this couple. We was at a reach, whatever, one of them adventure things we went on. So I walked up, we seen them. I'm gonna tell you exact words. I was like, she looks snooty, and he got attitude problem. These are two people, right? So we go to this. We ended up going to this scavenger hunt thing with them. We was partnered up, and then we got cool. I'm like, hey man, yo man, I need y'all to help me, man. He's like, what's up? What's up? I'm like, I'm trying to figure out a way to propose to my girl, right? I showed him the ring. He was like, nigga, right? So he told his girl. So he was like, he told the girl, and she was over there screaming like, oh my God. And Tenisha like, what's wrong with her? I'm like, chill, right? So then they called me and like, we gonna, hey Brooks, let's do it at karaoke. So we went to karaoke. She thought I was gonna sing this song to her. And I ended up proposing.
We saw the
was
video.
Planned, but it wasn't planned.
The whole group has seen the video. The whole group has seen the video. We've already gushed over it. We just wanted to get your perspective on it because I was like, did he? You know what, Brooks? You was getting too real for Facebook, and now because this is the first time this has ever happened, I'm like, what is it, Facebook? Is it because the Cavs about to? Is the referees gonna act up tonight? If the referees act up tonight, I'm gonna think that Mark Zuckerberg got something to do with the Golden State. So Facebook, don't start with me. Anyway, I'm glad I know how to edit. So anyway, getting back to this. What was it that kept you thinking in the back of your mind that you were going to find love eventually after dating all these multiple people, doing what you said, doing you? What kept you encouraged that you would someday find love?
What kept me encouraged? I mean, I want to be loved, and I want to be loved right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And what I'm giving Tenisha, what I've gave Tenisha, I've never gave a woman. I mean, I've given people me, but I've gave Tenisha me, like all of me. Like I done gave people parts of me, pieces of me. You know what I'm saying? But I done gave her all of me. I'm wide open. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to be here. I wanted to, you know, go grocery shopping and get up on Saturday, Sunday morning, go cut the grass and barbecue in the yard. The things that really I do now that I really do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I just did it yesterday. You know what I mean? Things, just normal stuff. I know I always wanted it, but I wasn't ready for what I wanted. I know what I wanted, but I know I wasn't ready. Like I probably done passed up several good people, you know what I'm saying, in my little lifetime, but I wasn't ready for it. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, people can miss their blessings and everything else. Maybe I did. I got a blessing now. You know what I'm saying? And it's like it's work. You know, it takes patience. I'm not a patient person, but I done grew to be patient. You know, with this relationship and being in love. I love her. I mean, I do, and she means a lot to me. And to know that I have the control and power to hurt her at any given moment, I don't want to do that. You know,
wow.
You know, I've been hurt once in my life before. Now I'm like, if I made you feel like this right here, I don't want to do that to nobody.
And see, I think that's powerful. That's a powerful statement you just made, like right there. Like, you know, there does come a time and a place where people should stop playing around with other people. When you hurt a person and you know what that hurt feels like, why would you want anybody else in the world to feel that pain? And you know what that pain feels like. And so I'm so happy that you gave us those tidbits. And Tenisha is like, that's my friend. That's my girl. I'm so excited. Like I told her, I'm probably going to bring like 5 pair change of shoes so I can make sure I'm on the dance floor the entire night. When you were dating though, what were your 3 non-negotiables? What were 3 things that you're just like, I'm not going to be willing to compromise these? And did you end up compromising them with Tenisha?
I mean, non-negotiables.
Because I'm telling you right now, the ladies in the group, they have some non-negotiables. Like it could be, I think it's different for everybody. Like, you may not want to date someone to have children. Obviously, that's not you. Just things that you're just not willing to compromise on. Like, I know a couple weeks ago, I was watching a show and the man was like, I'm not willing to move out of state. And the lady had gotten a job out of state and he was like, I'm not willing to do that. So this relationship isn't going to work. Was there anything that, you were not willing to compromise in any of these relationships?
To be honest, no.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's like in my relationships, I've basically ran my relationships. Like, it's my way or the highway, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's just how it was. And now my girl, she be like, whatever.
I was like, I know, Tenisha.
Yeah. She's swinging on that. You know what I'm saying? It's like everybody needs somebody that can put them in a spot, male and female. You understand? Everybody do. You know what I'm saying? Because you know who you can step on and walk on. All of us do.
Mm-hmm.
You know it. You know. Tammy, what please? I'm telling Tammy right now. You know what I'm saying? So just like women know, they can call Lucius. He'll come over there and do whatever you say. But everybody need that one person that's gonna put them in a spot. You know what I'm saying? Constructive criticism, if you will. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you don't want nobody that you can walk over. I know I don't. You know what I'm saying? I want somebody to put me in my spot when I need to be put in my spot. You know what I'm saying? I'm a man. I'm a manly man. But if sometimes everybody need to be put in their spot. You know what I'm saying? I mean, for a lighter word, you need to be checked sometimes as a man and a woman.
And see,
You know
I think we're
not in a
missing the
disrespectful
boat.
way.
We're missing the boat. We're missing the boat when we can't accept constructive criticism from the person who loves us. See, sometimes we be thinking they be trying to play us or they don't want to see us be great. But sometimes you need to be knocked down a peg or two because you're not as great as you think you are on all occasions.
It's like, I'm going to say this. Like I said, I'm a stubborn person. And I'm learning things with this relationship because it's like sometimes I have to, like we'll bump heads about something. And I had to go across the street and sit down for a minute or ride for a minute. I'm like, you know what, she was right. And I'll come back and let her know that she was right. And I'll let her know I apologize for that, baby. I apologize for my part that I played in that. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry for making you feel like that. But it was a misunderstanding, if you will. So let's straighten this out. And we straighten it out, we talk about it, and that'll be that. You know what I'm saying? But I've never been that kind of guy. I'm dropping the mic, I'm gone. I'll holler at you.
Everybody is laughing at your dropping the mic thing. But see, I think it takes a big man to admit when you're wrong. And it also takes a big man to admit, like, hey, these other women I wasn't willing to do that for. And so when I found the one, I'm going to be willing to compromise. I'm going to be willing to make some changes to me as a person to make sure that we can get along together. Because, too often people will walk away in a heartbeat. Like, I don't need this. I don't need your problems. I'm out. And
that's the easy way, though. That's easy. The challenge come in when you can stand there and deal with this situation. You know what I'm saying? Collectively and come back in. You know what I'm saying? Because love ain't easy. It really ain't. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like we still getting to know each other. You know what I'm saying? I use it as a part of our prayer, our daily prayer. Oh yeah, we pray together every day, every night, ladies. Believe that. Get you a praying man. You understand me? Get you a praying man. If he ain't praying for you, hey, it's questionable. You know what I'm saying? You got to have God in the middle of you. You know what I'm saying? Because without God, I wouldn't be where I'm at. I wouldn't be saying this. I wouldn't be acting like this. I wouldn't be feeling like this. You know what I'm saying? But I got him. I got her. So, it's just like it's a strong feeling, a strong foundation, and I like it. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy. Like I said, I'm going from being single. I was single for 18 years, living by myself, doing what I want to do, honeycomb, hideout, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it was. You know what I'm saying? But it's like now I got a queen. I treat her like a queen. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you get somebody, you love them, you show them you love them. I'm not afraid. I tell everybody in the world that I love my baby. Everybody know.
Facebook, we know.
On Facebook,
we know. Yeah, we know.
They know. I love
we
my
know.
mom. You know what I'm saying?
And she loves you.
Flowers anytime.
But
you
since you
brought
this up, I want to ask you, did it make a difference in your other relationships? Was God the center of your other relationships or no? Because did that make a difference in this one?
Yeah, it definitely made a difference in it because it made a difference in me. It starts with me. You know what I'm saying? And the change start with me. I got to change me. I got to work me first. Get me first right before I can try to work and do anything else. with somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So God wasn't the center of it. You know what I'm saying? The relationship before Tenisha, it was one day I told my dude, I'm like, man, I need to go to church. He's like, what? I'm like, I need to go to church, man. I'm like, I had just hit the number for a whole bunch of money. I mean, my car wash was booming. My city job was cool. I was good. I'm like, you know what, man? I need to go to church, man. He looked at me like I was crazy. I'm like, I'm dead serious. I went to church that day, and I've been going ever since. That was in 2010. Yeah, 2010.
And
I don't
see,
cuss. You know, I don't do all that stuff. I mean, it's just God and being with God and worshiping God. It put me in a different place. It made me look at things different. Don't get me wrong. I still got worldly ways. I'm still Brooke, but it made me look at stuff in a more compassionate way. Like our relationship. Like I said, it ain't always peachy green around this joint. We be having some, some situations, but you're gonna have situations. Without situations, that builds character in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Not saying you want to be knock out, drag out, fighting, all that, but you need them hiccups.
I'm
You know
so
what I'm
glad
saying?
you came on today. See, because so often it's a women's group, so we hear the woman's perspective of a situation. It's not often that we get to hear a man's perspective to the situation, and a man who is a godly man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could hear Joe Smo's game and hear all of that and hear him talking about how he do this and how he all that, but it's very rare. I don't want to say it's very rare, but we don't get to hear all too often a man that is upholding his woman like that, who is a godly man, who is praying over his woman. So it's very encouraging to see that you are on here. And we all know you love Tenisha. We could tell from the video, and we could tell that she loves you. So it's very encouraging that you guys finally got your finally forever, because everybody in the group knows that it's finally forever. But I wanted to end on this note. What are some tips that you could give to the ladies who are looking to fall in love? Because we have some women in the group who are dating, who are not sure which direction this is going to go for them. They just know that they want to be with a person, that they want to fall in love. What can you tell them? If you was the big brother giving advice to the little sister, what are you telling your little sister about falling in love?
Stop looking. Let love find you. Because you can't find love. Love has to find you. And it'll find you in the most unopportune time, way, place. But you can't look for it. You just can't, because it's like you trying to create something that is hard for you to do. Just let it happen. Work on whomever's listening or whatever. Work on you as a woman. Get you right, so whenever your Boaz, your whoever come, you ready for him. Get you together. Stop looking. Don't look. Just get prepared for when he comes. You know what I'm saying? Another thing I don't think a woman should do is try to mold or create him into something. You know what I'm saying? Like, make him something. Like, get the door for me. You know what I'm saying? Or go give me some flowers. If it don't come natural, that just ain't what he do. You know what I'm saying? I'm a firm believer in, like, if I have to tell you to do something, that means it's coerced. You're doing it because I asked you to. You're not doing it because this is, I'm finna give my baby some flowers, or I'm finna go massage my man. He's doing it because you doing it because he asked. I don't like doing that. Sometimes you have to ask for things, but for the most part, I don't like asking. You know what I'm saying? Me, as a man, as Tenisha's man, I try to cover all bases. Not saying she's looking for somebody or somebody out there after her or whatever, but I'm gonna cover all my bases. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to open doors. I'm going to buy flowers. I'm going to tell you I love you 1,500 times. I'm going to text you. I'm going to come to your job. I mean, all the things I'm supposed to do as her man, that's what I got to do. And ladies, it got to be a natural thing. It got to be something natural that he wants to do for you. Don't be like, you out of this, and don't compare other things to your situation or other people to your situation, because y'all different people. You know what I'm saying? The way he click ain't the way I click. You know what I'm saying? So it don't make him a bad person, though, because he don't click the way I click. I just the way I move. You know what I'm saying? He probably move a different way. But long story short, I would say just stop looking, and it'll find you if it's real. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times we look for stuff, then we get it, and we like, ugh. Once we get to know this person, because you don't know a person until you know a person. Then when you get to know the person, you don't like them. You know what I'm saying? That's the truth.
It is the truth. And most of the time we don't
You know what
realize
I'm
it because we want to be with somebody so bad. We don't realize that we don't even like the person that we trying to
saying?
form them
Exactly.
into being.
You be happy. You can be unhappy by yourself. If you ain't happy, if it ain't real, don't let it be. You know what I'm saying? If he ain't into God, okay, ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm into the Lord. But we all need God. You know what I'm saying? If he can change Brooks, and I'm a dude that been a dude. That's all I can say. He got to me. The Lord Father God got to me. You know what I'm saying? And what makes it so good, she saw the transition. She saw the whole transition. I used to make up cuss words. I don't even cuss. You know what I'm saying? Ask her. If you ever we talk to her on the side on the phone with her, ask her about me how I used to be. I used to be a trip. But it is a God, he real. And ladies, if you believe in the Lord, just get yourself together, work on you. And your man, he coming. When he see you, go, oh yeah, I'm about to marry her. That's gonna be my wife. Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? But you got to stop. Look, don't look. When you look, you ain't gonna find it. You'll never find it when you looking. Love punch you in your side of your head when you least expect. Like, I love,
What's
nigga,
that
I
VA?
love
That
you.
VA to the head hit you right
It bush
here.
you straight in the head. You know what I'm saying? That's the best way.
Well, Brooks, I want to thank you for coming on tonight. I apologize for all the technical difficulties. Blame
That's
Facebook.
okay.
I'm so happy that my girl has found her finally forever. And I can tell that you are made just for her. So I cannot wait to watch you guys walk down the aisle and celebrate your love in August. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hey, hotties, I just want to leave you guys with this thought about what Brooks said. He told us to stop looking. So often we spend so much time searching that we forget to work on ourselves. We spend so much time trying to figure out who he's supposed to be that we forget who we are. Take the time to learn you, to develop who you are. Take the time to love on yourself first so that you're ready and prepared for the love of someone else. Guess what, hotties? You've been tuned in and you've been elevated. Talk to you soon.